198. But we got way more capacity on here than we actually need. See, how big is each bus? 17. How was everyone's Easter? Yeah, it was okay. I got chocolate, most of which I didn't eat. Fuzzball, thank you, 46. But, yeah, it was otherwise pretty good. How was your Easter? Did anybody do anything super cool on with the Easter vacation? Does the game ever stutter? No, it can. The frame rate can start to go down a bit later on when you get like really big cities, but the only time it ever stutters is when it freezes when it autosaves. That's pretty much it. You get Monday off as well, Neo? That's outrageous, dude. We don't get Monday off. We get the Monday after off though, for a bank holiday. May Day. We get two bank holidays in April and 2 in May. You gotta love it.
Hello all, did you have nice time at the snooker? Anyone watching in black and white TV the red ball behind red ball?
Thank you, McBone. We had a good time at the snooker. That was a famous quote from who was it now? John, what's his face? In the 80s, I think he said it. I was watching in black and white. The green ball is next to the yellow ball, or something like that. He said. I can't remember his name. Why do you have a break on bank days, Ryans? No, it wasn't John Parrott. It was one of the older commentators. They call bank holidays, Ryan, because the banks are closed and they're a national day off. Think of it that way. And we have one on Good Friday and the following Monday, which is called Easter Monday. So you get a long weekend. And then in May, we get May bank holiday, which is the first Monday in May. And then the last Monday in May as well. I'm not really sure why we get that one, but I'll take it. But I think one of them's, we've also got this year the Queen's Jubilee Day, so we get like an extra bank holiday. Which, yeah, I can't remember when that is. Is that June, Duckspeak? I can't remember. Because it's the Queen's Jubilee, so... Yeah, I think it was Ted Lowe, Beaker. Yeah, I think it was Ted Lowe. First May is Labour's Day. I don't think we have that in the UK. I think you have that in the States. I know you have Labour Day. Yeah, I think that one got moved, Raw James. I don't know. Is it? I think that's the one that got punted off into June, didn't it, for the Jubilee? But is otherwise normally at the end of May. No, only one of them's called May Day. I think it's the first one, 90. I don't know what the second one's called. Yeah, but the Queen's Jubilee Day is specifically only this year. Dutch, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Thank you. Welcome, guys. If you just got a sub, Dutch TS is the man to give a massive thank you to. You think the one at the end is Whitsun? Something like that. It's probably some religious thing in the calendar. I don't know. Anyway, I need to remember what we was doing here. Because I know we had our big commercial thing going on down here, which is doing pretty well, apart from it needs a bit more demand, I think. You think Whitsun is the religious one? Yeah, I think May Day is just a general celebration of spring and May in general, isn't it? Crafting some nuclear reactors and heaters. I did think about carrying on with that today, but I thought we'd jump back into Transport Fever for a bit. Do you want me to tell you where the red snooker ball is, pups? It's in my car door. Because when I drove back on Wednesday, was it? I got home, I was so tired. I just got the bag out the car, threw it in the house, and just sat down. But it's still in the car door, mate. In the tissue that you gifted it in. But you should have got the green ball, Pups, because when I held it up, it would have been invisible like a Harry Potter ball. Yeah, Pups bought me a signed snooker ball. Signed by Karen Wilson. And his signature is like a weird symbol. I think it's a W, I'm not really sure. It looks like some alien symbol from Predator. Apparently that's his signature. Mind you, to be fair, if somebody said to me, can you put your signature on a snooker ball? I'd probably just make up some shape as well, because you can't exactly start writing around the ball, can you? Oh, is it Labour Day in the UK? Interesting. I didn't think we had one, genuinely. You're pretty sure your signature is slightly different every time you sign it? It doesn't matter if it's slightly different. It only matters if your signature is like Mr. Squirrel, where it's so different every time you do it that people look at it and go, wait, is that the same thing? Like, that's when it matters. Yeah, but signing a baseball is a bit different to signing a snooker ball. A baseball is like, what, 3 foot long or something? A snooker ball's like that. Sword fighting with cucumbers in Tesco. That sounds like a good Saturday morning. Oh, a baseball. I misread your message. A baseball. No, actually, a baseball is like about that big, isn't it? It's still a lot more roomy than a snooker ball. I thought you meant a baseball bat for some reason. Yeah, but a baseball is... They're fairly chunky sized. You can't believe it's still in my car. What? Why? Shipment 628. Where are we shipping to? Fargo, Phoenix, and Elgin. Fargo. Oh, yeah. I remember. I remember this. Isn't a lot of the fuel getting shipped the wrong way? Fargo. Elgin's not so bad. Fargo's getting quite a lot. So the main breadwinner here is the Phoenix run, because we get paid to fly it back then. And they're kind of flying back a lot empty. Yeah, I remember. So what we kind of want to do is not supply Elgin and Fargo with fuel from here. We need to get it from here. We need to get this online. Because I want the fuel to come back this way on the plane, because we get paid a lot more if we can bring it back to Phoenix, because it goes... Wait, didn't we not ship it to Seattle as well? Okay, there's a master plan brewing here. We need to ship the fuel back, fly it into here, and then we can truck it to... I'm thinking we truck it to the port. That's a Merlin. How many compartments does a Merlin have? 4. Okay, but they can't take liquid. Right, so if we wanted to move fuel from Phoenix to Seattle, we'd have to ship it. Yeah, okay. Well, we could either drive it all the way to Seattle, or we could drive the fuel to Phoenix to the port, drop it, and then ship it to Seattle. But either way, before we can even do that, we need to get... Because really what I'm trying to do here is get the fuel from here back on the plane. I don't want it go into these cities. So I want to supply them from a different place. That's what I'm trying to do. So we make killer money on the plane run. So, to that end, we need to bring that online and then ship the fuel from here into Elgin and Fargo. That's what we need to do. And at some point, Newport News when they get bigger. Jers, thank you very much for subbing, Jers. Welcome, welcome. And to the Rex, 41 months. Yeah, right. So, that needs oil. There's a refinery here, so I can already see where we can get the oil from. There's 2 lots of crude here. So, how much crude does each one need? Who supplies? Hang on. That's the crude thing. Who's supplying that? 2. So 2 oil wells. Supply that to the max. Yeah, okay, fine. Right. So in that case, 2 lots of crude into here. Train the oil to there. And then we could even truck it, to be fair. We could probably just truck the whole thing. Then truck the fuel into here. And then kill these supply lines. Let that one grow in. It'll be a costly switchover, but it'll be worth it. We'll make millions. Just got to consider the road network, because this is... I can't really use this anymore. This is stupidly big. And already at capacity. So we're going to have to bring the fuel in a different way. Let's see. Oh, God. That is a hefty mix of stuff. So we're going to need a drop here somewhere. So I think what we'll have to do is bring trucks in this way and join that road under there. And then they'll have to kind of swing that way. Maybe we make another connecting road here. Maybe. Save things going around the corner like that. Let's do that with it. P. Martins, have a good one. Yeah, then we'll build a... Oh, no. Just get some more infrastructure going. They do have a bus thing going on. Okay, right. So annoyingly, this refinery seems to be surrounded by fields. So I'm guessing there used to be a farm here. And then the farm disappeared. It left the fields behind. And then this came in. That's what appears to have happened here. So we can kind of trash them. Let's see. We want to get to there. So you want a nice high-speed road between these two. A nice road up to... We could probably bring fuel from there to here and then take it from there to there, maybe. Choo-choo. Thank you very much, guys. Let's get rid of that. We'll go like that. Shrewport Source Factory don't care. I think 2 should be enough. Bit of a hill going on here. This is going to be... Actually, 2 won't be enough. This is a pick up and drop, isn't it? Okay. The incoming is going to be a drop, but the outgoing needs to be buffered. So we'll need... Might go for a double entry system. Try and keep these loops separated. Yeah, we'll have one entrance for those two platforms, and then we'll have another entrance here for these two platforms, and that'll come in from this side, I think. So we'll stick some storage in it as well. Do it like that. Then they can leave like that, they can leave like that. And they'll not meet. You wish roads were built that fast in IRL? They are in China. Pretty much. Let's get rid of that. Need to decide which way we're coming at this thing. What we need in this. I really wish you could just shift click and like delete a road up to the next junction or something. It'd be so handy. Okay, that's one of them. That's the other one. I mean, we could go that way, or we could come that way. Let's hack a new road through here. There's probably a mod for Drag and Destroy. I don't know, actually. I've not looked. I have not looked. This should need probably 2 platforms for a pickup. And it's going to go to here. We'll just follow the line of this, just because it kind of looks nice. J-Dot, thank you for 9 months. Well, that come through there. And then we want to get to this refinery here. And then transport over there. Right. I wish when you was in road building mode, it would actually show you the perimeter. Like, as soon as you click on a road, if it would just highlight the perimeter of buildings.
Hi, Paul and chat. Hope all is well. First transport live stream hype. Sklnutsk.
Thank you, Jake. Welcome. Thank you for the bits. Guitar Man, thank you, 20 months. That was a weird squeak. That was my cup against the microphone. Right, we want to connect that to that. Oh, that's nice. That'll do. And then we want to connect this to to this. Beautiful. A new industry is available at Jackson Refinery. Wait, where's that? Oh. Yeah, I don't care about that. Right, so this is going to have crude coming in and oil going out. So how do we want to do this? We need a fairly hefty queue system. Because some are going to be waiting, some are just going to be dropping off. I mean, we could just have drop-off outside, but I don't want the trucks interfering with each other. Oh my god, game. Whoops. Didn't want that. Going to Tier 2 and mounting IKEA kitchen furniture. 31 boxes to assemble. Oh my god, donkey. Dude. I honestly don't envy you, bro. What was the... Let's get that. Not that. There we go. It's just some noise. Right. So we get that on there like that. We'll have that going out that way. That going out that way. Looks lovely. Now, we want to make sure we've got a decent queue here. That should be fine. Tried using a Games Planet link, but it takes me to the UK site. Do you have the American link? If you use the link, Jake, it should go to your local... they have more than one Games Planet website, and it should take you to your local one. I've just messed up, haven't I? That's not right. Entrance. That's better. So yeah, it kind of depends where you are, Jake. I know they have a US one, a UK one. I can't remember if they got a German one. I'm not sure how many stores they have. If not, on the website, top right, you should be able to choose the store you want, I think. You can certainly choose the currency. Yeah, don't worry about Gravity, Jake. He's just an Android fanboy. Don't worry about it. That's not the tool I wanted. That's the tool I wanted. The GE P42 DC. Yeah, I thought there was, Baz. There's definitely a German site. Which country are you in? And Windows? What? I didn't think anybody was a Windows fanboy. I thought everybody just put up with Windows. I'm in that camp. It's not like, oh, it's the best operating system ever done. I'd happily use Linux if I get all the games on it. Let's go with that. That's two's all we need, I think. That's that. Smooth them out. It's like Stephen Maguire can't get it over the line. And Snooker. Why Linux? I just like Linux. It's open source. I understand it quite well. I'm happy to use it. It's just not, it doesn't have the games ecosystem and the drivers and things like this. But, large parts of the internet run on Linux. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know, Alex. You can get like things like Oracle for Linux, so you could use that. Depends if you want a grown-up DBMS or not. Don't think we'll need to buffer this. Let's do that. Well, I can't be bothered, Gravity. Seriously, I can't be bothered just going, I want a game, I'm in Windows, now I want to use my Office products and stuff, I'll reboot to Linux. Too much aggro. Right, now this, we're going to have to, let's think. So fuel's going to have to come to Elgin and down to Fargo. So I think what I want to do is we want to have a road on this side, which we can use for the southern drop-offs, and then keep that northern road for the incoming oil. That way we can probably bring a road to there, around that way. And then it'll miss all this section out, because there's quite a lot of trucks on this bit. So I have a road coming into here, and then we'll have another road that goes out and meets that one. But yeah, we'll basically build a road. I don't want to build it too close to that, just in case we ever need to expand it, which I don't think we will. But we'll kind of do something like that. Any plans to try out the PMDG 737? Yeah, absolutely. No, I've been looking forward to that myself. Oh, this road bend. Well, I don't know when the release day is yet, so I'm kind of expecting weeks. Collision. What's there a collision with? Let's go with that. Well, that's true, Duckspeak. Made it sound like they're waiting for the newest sim update to see if anything breaks. Yeah, that probably makes sense. When's the next sim update due, Alex? Sometime this week. Oh, okay. So let's assume next week update. Give PMDG a week, and then another week for continue. Yeah, so 3 weeks probably. Maybe 3 weeks away to release, 2 weeks to order, something like that. I can deal with that. That actually works for me timing wise. Let's see. We'll just have the one junction. I was thinking about having more than one, but we'll just have the one. There we go. 2 separate loops. You got 2 days off, Jesse Juice. Enjoy it. Right, so in terms of fuel drop-off, we probably want... We're going to be coming in from the north, so we're going to be coming down probably this road. That looks... We might have to increase that road's capacity. Ah, there's a... We could drive down that there. It's quite a busy junction though. Who's squeaking the horn? Jake, thank you very much. Thank you for gifting 10 subs. Welcome, guys. Can we get some squirrel gifting chat for Jake? And if you got a sub, please give me a thank you. Right, the Sim Update night is coming in on the 26th. What's special about the 26th, Alex? I can't think of anything. What was that command? Was it something like days until? No, what was it, Alex? Was it until days? No, what was that command again? Oh, that was it? Oh, geez, so how many days is that? Oh, wow, that's the 26th, isn't it, Alex? Look at that. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't want to... We need to drop off in this district, but I don't want to go anywhere near this bus route here. There is already a drop-off. I think we've got 2 drop-offs here. We've got 2 drop-offs? What? Oh, one's the existing fuel line. We'll be replacing that, won't we? Of course. We just use the existing drop point. Wait a minute. So we've got fuel. Okay, 1 second. I'm slightly confused about how Fargo's getting its fuel. Are we going to have a stream birthday? Dude, I will be going down a zip line on my birthday. That's what I'm doing. I'm going on a zip line with my family. Well, my daughters, because nobody else is brave enough. Taking a zip line ride, going to a castle, going to go out to a Thai restaurant. Yeah, I get GoPros and everything. Hopefully I'll get the footage. We've had it booked for weeks. Where's the zip line? Well, I'm not going to tell you that just yet. I'll tell you after the event. But yeah, we paid extra so that you get a GoPro, and they give you the footage at the end. So you'll have a footage of me flying down a zip line. So I just want to do something fun for my birthday. Bearing in mind, we've had like 2 years of lockdown. Like, my last couple of birthdays, you've pretty much not been able to go anywhere. I was like, I want to go out and do something. So, that's where we came up with that idea. And I love zip lines. You ever gone paragliding? I have not gone paragliding, nor have I been up in a balloon. How's it getting its fuel, guys? Is it that red one now? Visible. It's con man. There it is. That one. The dark red. Oh, right, okay. Ah. That whole train line's going to have to go as well. Because that's training it to here, and then that's trucking it in there. Fine, okay. Okay. Right. Are you going to fly the family in your new plane? Or haven't you? I've not checked out on it yet. 1st of May is when I officially join the group. Then I have to do some training. Then I have to get checked out. Then I'll take friends and family up. Imagine the feeling on a zip line. It's kind of that while paragliding in a way. Yeah, kind of. I think probably a bit more horizontal on this one than normal zip lines. It's a really long zip line. It's not like a short one. We're going to need... Actually, I think I'll join these roads here. I'm just going to join them. Because we will need a depot. Just to serve all these things. Rent or hire what? Sorry, Jake. A plane? Right, we'll start off with just one crude oil, probably that one to here, and then we'll supplement that later, is what we'll do. But I'll set the lines up now and then it's all done. Why would I hire a plane when I'm already paying to be in a group anyway? And about to join a new group? The whole point of being in a group is you get preferential flying rates. Right, so let's see. This is Elgin. Elgin Crude 1, because we'll need 2 of these. That can go from here to here. Let's see. I think I'll punt these on the outside. So we'll go to perhaps 4. There we go. Perfect. Then when it gets to Stanford transfer, I think we'll pause a little bit, like 60 seconds, just to try and fill up a little bit. Actually, no, that never works out. You need a frequent service with oil. In fact, you know, we'll just get rid of that. I'll just say no. Load if available, forget it. Just pick up and go. Elgin Crude 2, on the other hand, will run from here to here. And if the game had a brain, it would actually put it on the other platform, like that. So that's going to be a drop-off. So thinking about it, this is a pickup, this is a drop-off. You kind of want to have separate entrances, really. Otherwise, one ends up waiting for the other. So I think we'll do that. There, that's better. Is this like TTD? Kinda like TTD. Now, that gives us a spare platform for pickup. So what we'll do on Crude 1 is we'll say you can also use platform 2. So that way, the pickup can use both of these platforms, and that's just a drop-off. That doesn't look like platform 4 to me. That's so weird. No, can't save the forest. Right, that's that done. And then we want a... Let's see, we want an Elgin oil. Now this will need more than one platform. So we'll have 2-lane pickup. And 2-lane drop-off. Like that. And then finally, we need a buyer. Just noticed some of the truck routes that cross the bus stops, you didn't use the new 472 for any reason. Not found a need for it yet. That's all. Fargo and Elgin. Right. I suppose we're going to have to set this up as a new line and then get rid of the old one. Trouble is, there's already an Elgin fuel. Can't type. Elgin Fuel 2 is going to go from here, and it will drop here. We better change its color. Let's do that. Nope, that is not the station I want, bro. Specifically, one. That. Why will it not let me use this side? That's so weird and annoying. Dear God. They're still not doing it. That's Fargo. Shh. I was just seeing if he was awake. You can pick the side after as a platform. I am curious as to why it's not automatically doing that, but thank you. Traffic is getting a bit busy around here. We may have to look at this later. That'll do for now, though. Also, Fargo Fuel's pickup is wrong. Platform 3. Guessing that one there's the fuel drop, just from the colour. That road needs upgrading right down the middle, but it's going to cost a lot in terms of population because it's going to destroy some high-rise buildings, but we can't really not do it. Also, I think it might be better if we have a stop on the other side and then let that go there instead. It's not going to make any difference. It's still going to interfere with this. There we go. Keep it away from that bus stop. Okay. So, yeah. This is going to be costly. Bus lane, yes. 5 buildings removed, look at that. Oof. Hopefully they'll grow back. Cool. I think we're ready to unleash some trucks. Alright, Jules. Mr. Raskar, thank you for your 70 months of Tier 2. Exosphere Dragon, thank you very much for 95 months. It's a very long time. You can now have lines use multiple slots in a station yard. Oh, you were answering somebody else, fair enough. Yeah, that's what you... I did that over here, didn't I? Yeah, so you've got this new icon here. So you can basically suggest... You can say to it, like, this is your primary line. Sorry. This is your primary line here, number 1. Oh, you not... That's the right one. And then your secondary line is number 2. So come into here and load up. But if it's full, you can use that platform. Transfer, Elgin North, number 3, like that. So realistically, this should probably be number 3 with an alternative of number 4, like that. which is cool because it increases your loading capacity as well. You can have 2 trucks loading at once, which is a big, big change. Also, you've got these depots here that increase your storage capacity. So this will, like previous to this update, each platform was the sole buffer for goods. So if this industry was producing fuel and dropping it here to be delivered, then it would put it on the platform for that line. And once that platform was full, it would start throwing that cargo away. With the game update now, when you configure, you can build these buildings here, small and large buildings. And what they do is they add a shared capacity to the station. So if you look here, we've now got 300 capacity because you've got these buildings here that can take anything. So once the platform fills up, they will then overflow into these storage areas, which is really nice. You need to change the exit to you have both of them using the same one at the refinery. This refinery or the other refinery? Which do you mean? The fuel refinery or the oil refinery? This one. Oh, you mean these? No, what do you mean? What do you mean they're using the same one? So you're not going to have to build ridiculously long platforms? Correct. Correct. I mean, you can build long platforms just to get yourself a queue of trucks without affecting the road coming in. So it's still viable to build long platforms, but you're not doing it anymore for storage. You're doing it because you want a long loading bay. It also annoys me that they load in the middle. I honestly think they should change the game so they load at the front. So, like, the truck comes in and it doesn't stop here. It goes to the front of the platform and allows other trucks to load behind. The black line is using the green line's exit. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, gotcha. Now I'm with you. Like that. That's what you meant. Cool. Right, let's get some crude moving from here to here. Which is going to be Elgin Crude 1. Cargo. So we'll take these things nice and quick. And then this is a much longer run than that, probably twice as long, so we'd need 8 trucks for those 4, probably. Actually, no, that's 2 to 1, so we'll go with 4 trucks. That's going to move the oil. And then we need to establish the buyer, so we'll put... one truck on that line. One truck on that line. Now I have to wait for this to kick in, and then we can phase out this other drop-off, so that will then pick up the demand. But we'll just let it establish itself a bit. If he wasn't hooked on workers and resources right now, to start a new run with it, updates and massive change, it really is. Workers and resources, is that a game that I have heard of? I'm sure somebody mentioned that in the last stream. Oh, workers and resources, Soviet Republic. Yes, I have heard of this. I love it when they say this, is the ultimate real-time Soviet-themed city builder tycoon game. The ultimate. Most positive review. Oh, they got a picture of the Antonov though. Rip. Is it more of a logistics game or a city design game? do you think? Well, this is it. Once they put Soviet style, they could almost take that ultimate crown, can't they? It's a bit of both. Right, I've got some stuff going on. It's more logistics, right? I don't know, Loiter. I may do. I may play it today, I may play it tomorrow. I haven't really decided. I now need to finish off Planet Crafter. Don't need trucks for the first mine. You mean this this all well here? Not until this one's at capacity. Because what the game does, if you bring crude from here and here into there, for some weird reason the game prioritizes one over the other. So until that can't supply anymore, it won't pull demand from here. It just basically chooses one. It has more advanced transport concepts like distribution centers and integrated production lines where one factory can feed directly into another one. Huh. I'll have to check it out. Right, it's getting crude. Yeah, you see how they're loading in both bays now? But again, they're loading in the middle. I really hate that. Honestly, go here. It makes no sense to stop in the middle. None. All it does is waste half the platform's capacity to queue trucks, in my opinion. $494. We've got cargo capacity of 288. So we are going to need more trucks. You should see them going to different platforms. If I configured it that way. There you go. So that's full, so he goes there. Elgin North. Get them to wait a little bit just to load up on some fuel. Because they're going to have to wait for this thing to make it. It seems like something I'd like, but not easy to get into. Okay. The DC with 52 months of Tier 3. Thank you very much, sir. Jake, I could Discord message him, but, you know, I don't like pestering devs. They've got enough to do. I'm sure they've got a suggestion list that's like, you know, 5 pages long. Zebra, how you doing? Okay, right. Let's see what the demand looks like now. Pretty rubbish. Pretty rubbish. We may have to just bite the bullet and kill. I think what we'll do is we'll kill the Elgin drop. So the Elgin fuel line here. We'll just trash those vehicles. And then ditch that line. Now that will mean that that is no longer going to supply Elgin once it realises what's going on. There you go, it's dropping away rapidly. which means that is no longer getting fuel from here. So hopefully that now pushes demand onto this, and that starts to pick up. And then once that one gets going and starts leveling up, it's only level 1 at the moment. Once it starts leveling up, we'll do the same thing for Fargo, which is a much bigger drop involving a train line. Also, we should get more vehicles on the Fargo drop. Maybe change it so that when they get to Stamford South, they wait. Sniffer, thank you for 76 months. Cool. So hopefully what that should then translate into is more of this fuel gets flown back to Phoenix. Because what was once going to Elgin, hopefully will go to Phoenix. Once we kill Fargo off, all of it's going to go back to Phoenix. Oh, Airbus A380. Because what I don't want is this, like half-empty planes. Right, so that is approaching capacity. But it's not there yet. Any reason for not having them wait indefinitely? It slows... It basically affects the line frequency. So if you look at a line, it tells you what it says frequency, but it means frequency. It negatively affects this. So I basically have it just keeping that movement going rather than just sat there waiting indefinitely. It does affect things I've noticed in the game. It shouldn't. Like, waiting for something is better than driving empty, in theory, but it doesn't seem to work that way in the game. It seems to like frequency more than anything else. Particularly when you're trying to grow an industry, it likes a frequent truck. Even if the truck's not delivering, it just likes it. I don't know why. That's still level 1. We need that to level up, really. We need the demand. Do you know what? I haven't actually built the HQ. Well, that came out of nowhere. Wait a minute, I just put the trucks on the wrong thing. Durr. That was stupid. I scaled up the Fargo trucks and not the Elgin trucks. It is super weird. That's ramping up, but it's still relatively low at the moment. Yeah, they're taking a bit of a hit, aren't they? When we get rid of this train line, I don't know whether to leave this train station in there or not. I suppose I will, but it might end up as a PAX one. But the question is really, do you want to be running PAX planes out of a airport that's already got a lot of cargo? Probably not. Other dogs went to the vet with one of your dogs for a simple operation, but they did something wrong with her sleeping medicine. She was tired when she got back at 4 p.m. What? Donkey? Wait, what? They did something wrong with the sleeping medicine. She was tired when she got back at 4 p.m. and passed away at 9 p.m. 7 years old? Dude, is that... I'm so sorry, is that... Surely you must be asking the vet what the heck happened. What was wrong with her? Need to place secondary pickup platforms at the fuel refinery. Well, they shouldn't... In theory, they shouldn't queue up because the distance involved, they'll space out. But if it becomes too much, we'll have to. Yeah, donkey, mate. I think Mrs. Squirrel would be in bits if that happened, and I'd be down at the vet, bashing on their door. Okay, that's leveled up. 101 going to Elgin. Nice. Probably that's going to translate into capacity soon. Get more of that moving. Oh, that's a good tram, that is. We don't have any trams, but they're good trams. Oh, that was a level up. Okay, then. So that is going to put a load on that. I think now's the time to start introducing the second crude. I think we'll make that a brown colour. There we go. I don't know, donkey, mate. I'd be querying that one big time. Yov Hato, thank you for all 63 months. Once we get this thing leveled up a bit, and that seems to be flattening out, we'll have to switch Fargo in there. Although somehow fuel is already making it to Fargo. Ugh. I think it's because we've got some trucks running in there. And the demand must be... Yeah, the demand's high enough. Fair enough. That's fine. Jeez, we've got $8 billion in the bank. There it goes. Ah. That's becoming a bit of a bottleneck. All these trucks dropping off fuel. D Camel, thank you, 34. She had a problem with inflammation of the uterus, went to the event the next day and got nothing but a cold response back. It was not their fault. Well, of course they're going to say that, donkey. But I would not be leaving that there. No way. You could drop in that canal you was thinking of. You could easily do that, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, donkey, is like, well, I mean, if that's true, there's a pattern there, isn't there? Yeah, a lot of places are not going there. But if they've caused that, then that's negligence on their part, and that, you know, they should be accountable for it. Is that the biggest bus we have right now? Let's upgrade some roads here. Yeah, I don't like the way these fuel trucks are queuing up. The only way to solve that is a second drop point. Actually. I was wondering if... I was wondering if you've got a stop opposite, which we have here. Can you tell it to go? You can tell it to go to one or the other, but you can't select that as an alternate. So you can't have them come in here and then go there as an alternate. You can only do that with a stop, like an actual truck station. Mr. Fatman, thank you, 21 months. 3 more for your new nut. Oh yeah. Nilsmin, thank you for 17. Yeah, I don't really fancy dropping a giant truck station in here, but that's what it needs. We just have to go for multiple stops, I think. Okay, let's see what's going on back here now. 167, 33 for Fargo. I think we might have to look at switching Fargo over. Oh dear. Blimey. That's a lot of crude. Rate 1,200. Yikes. That's a lot. You'd make a schedule that goes around 2 times 2 droppers that alternate. Does that work, NL Hands? I remember trying that in the past with Transport Fever, and it never really worked very well. But I've not done it for a while. You used to kind of do that when they didn't have alternate platforms. You used to, like, come into one train station, go back, go into another train station, platform, and go back. You used to do it with trains, and it never worked very well. Okay, that's trending downwards now. That's good. Make sure they don't run out, because of course they're having to buffer this as well. I know, Donkey, I just, like... I understand, mate. My fear is that if it is the vet, you know, maybe they're not qualified, or maybe they're just a bit careless, or whatever it is. Like, it can happen to somebody else. That other people are going to go through the same thing you're going through. Until it's stopped. Does it fill up storage before the second platform? What it will do... Currently in the game, because we've got a main line and an alternate line, what it should do is it should fill this platform up, and then it should fill that platform up, and then it should fill up the shared space. That's what it should do. I think behind the scenes it probably is, but not at the moment. If you look at the number here, it's filling up the platform, and then it's directly filling up the shared space. The devs did say that it should be filling up the secondary platform. It's doing it but not showing it, is what they said. Because also that number should be going up as well. That should be 140, and that 90 should be there, really. And this shouldn't be being used. Because that's a platform for the same line, so it should use that as well. But I don't think they've coded it yet. GL Rusalka, thank you. Let's have a look what's going on. Right, so they're leveling up. So, just need to make sure that they've got capacity on that. I think we still need some more trucks on this line. There's a huge throughput of oil. 1,500. It's almost getting on for, like, train capacity. Yeah, I think we need to swap in the Fargo line now. Otherwise, that's not going to level. Okay. So, let's start off by getting rid of this expensive thing. Get rid of the line. That will break the link. So Fargo's now on its own. It's not getting fuel from here anymore. So that's going to drop away rapidly.
For all the amazing content, the community you've built, and of course, all the lols, ribs, and scumbag games.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you very much. It's a very generous 5,000 bits and a lovely message. There are plenty of scumbag games for us to carry on playing, and I'm sure there always will be. I still need to make that t-shirt. I still need to add the scumbag game as a t-shirt. I think that'll be a popular t-shirt. I think I'll definitely wear it. Okay, right. So now all of this fuel should start going back to Phoenix. So we just need to make sure we watch out for the Phoenix demand, because that's fallen away now. Right, somebody slow this down a second. HHP 8. So yeah, the demand's fallen off. We need to be careful we don't, you know, unlevel this. So we need to look at what's going on over at Phoenix. Now, Phoenix only has a 280 demand, so we need to increase demand on this. Palm Bay is not getting any fuel. Seattle is not getting any fuel. But they're quite a small fuel demand. It's going to happen on Amici. I just need to get round to it, mate. It's going to happen. Right, where is a reasonable fuel demand that we can tap into? I think Palm Bay is the best bet, but getting fuel from Phoenix Airport up to Palm Bay, that's not straightforward. Unless